Trish said you were... Wow.
Welcome to the fourth dimension.
Didn't this used to be a storage room?
3 storage rooms.
But you look at it now. So who gets your office?
Well, this isn't mine.
It isn't.
Nope, it's Grant's new office.
This is for Grant. Do you realize this is bigger than Ridge's office?
Yes, and that's no coincidence.
Ooh, this is getting serious.
Well, I told you I wasn't holding back. I only hope it pays off.
Hey, it will. It has to.
You're certainly confident.
I won't be negative. I just refuse. You've put way too much of yourself into this. It has to work. So has Ridge seen this place yet?
No, he's gonna hate me when he does.
No, he's just gonna realize that you're serious about Grant.
Well, I hope that's his reaction.
It will be. Look, Brooke, you brought Grant back into the company, new position, huge new office. You wouldn't be going to all that trouble if you weren't gonna marry the guy. You just gotta realize that.
Hey, so what do you think of my new office?
Not bad.
Did you happen to check out my new car?
Oh, did you get in?
Yes, sweetheart, thank you so much.
Excuse me, what are you guys talking about?
I thought Grant needed a new car.
What was wrong with his old one? It's nicer than mine.
Katie, sweetheart, I'm engaged to the CEO of one of the top fashion houses in the world. Now, I'm a big designer at said fashion house. I have an image. I need more than 6 cylinders and 4 doors.
I see. So what did you get?
Well, something bright red, 2 doors, 500 horsepower. Does the name Ferrari tattooed on the front mean anything to you?
A Ferrari? You got him a Ferrari?
It's just a small engagement present. She's such a jewel, isn't she?
Crinoline, 3 bolts.
1 for me.
Gabardine, better order me a dozen.
Yeah, same here.
The stretch wool?
3.
2.
And that does it. Oh, what about Grant?
What about him?
Well, if he's going to be designing, he's going to need fabric.
Let him go to Fabric City.
Well, I'll talk to Brooke about it. Any idea where she is?
I saw her earlier in Grant's new office.
She's still wearing the hard hat from yesterday?
No, I think they finished all that up last night.
What does it look like?
You don't want to know.
Well, I know it's big because it takes up 3 rooms.
Biggest office on the floor.
I'm not going to let this get to me. God, that woman has moxie.
You used to love that about her, Ridge.
Well, that woman is spending a lot of money.
A lot of unnecessary money. Happened to see Grant's new car?
The Ferrari, yes, I did.
Where'd you get that?
Where do you think?
How much money is she going to spend before she makes her point? I'm telling you, she's nuts. She's lost her mind.
As long as it's her own money she's spending.
Well, Dad, it isn't.
We can't let her get away with this, Dad. We should have stopped her with this office fiasco.
Look, Rich, she's our CEO. Now, we could have fought her on this, but where would that have gotten us?
The last thing we need right now is a lot of internal fighting. That gets out and we can kiss our spring sales goodbye.
But an office that big for Chambers, it's like he's running the company.
Well, marrying Brooke, crazier things have happened.
I'm not letting him on the board of directors. I just want that understood.
You may not have much of a say.
Just going on record, Thorne. You know what? It wouldn't hurt if you did the same thing. We've got to draw the line somewhere here.
You want to draw the line? You really want to do something to stop this nonsense, Ridge? Because it really isn't much of a mystery what needs to be done. One word from you, and Grant Chambers fades into the night. What are you waiting for, brother?
Yes, Katie. A man needs his wheels.
So what's next? A spot in the front row of the executive lot?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, Brooke. I've been meaning to talk to you about that.
Oh, now that's gonna rattle a few cages.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you let me handle it? I know just the guy that I'd like to hit up with that request. My first call. Chambers. Well, sure. Hold on a second. It's for you, Brooke.
Oh. Hello? Yes, hi, Trish. I was expecting
Katie?
a call. Did he leave a message?
I think I'm going to need a secretary.
And why are you telling me?
It's a great entry-level position.
Grant, I'm not looking for a position here, and if I were...
Excuse me. I've got to run down to my office. Are you going to stick around?
Yeah, but I'll stop by before I leave.
Okay, great. Bye.
See. You know, Katie, we used to get along so well.
We still do.
No, something is different.
I have nothing against you, Grant, if that's what you're implying.
Sure you do. And I think I know what it is. It's this new attitude I'm wearing these days. Not humble enough for you, is it?
Maybe. Why the change?
Well, Katie, I learned a very valuable lesson. Compliments of Ridge Forrester. Nice guys do finish last, and they get trampled on the way back to the end of the pack. Now, I had a future in this company, and because of some innocent kiss, my future gets flushed down the toilet. But thanks to Brooke, I'm back in the saddle to stay.
Sounds to me like you just mean to ride roughshod over the competition.
Well, if that's what it takes, that's what I'll do. But personally, I'm just in it to have a good time. Be in the moment. That's my motto. And right now, in this moment, I'm riding pretty high. I got a job. I got a great office. I got a brand new car. But most of all, I've got the most beautiful fiancée.
You can't really be counting on Brooke.
Oh, you bet I am.
Then you are living in a fool's paradise. This is not permanent. This office, this job, the Ferrari, especially not Brooke. All of this is going up in smoke as soon as a certain man changes his mind about who he wants to marry.
If, Katie, if. That's the future. This is the moment, remember?
You know, tomorrow eventually will come.
And when it does, Katie, I'll deal with it. And who knows? Things could be a lot different than the way they are right now.
They won't be for Brooke.
Katie, I would not sell your sister short, and don't you sell us short. And you've seen the hell that Ridge has put her through for the past 10 years, and I wouldn't do that to her. And Brooke knows that deep down inside. So Brooke and Ridge are not a sure bet. And you know what? I'm not a long shot. So the way I see it, Katie, this situation is up for grabs.
That's all it would take, Ridge. One word from you and this whole problem disappears.
Ease off, Thorne.
What? You're denying it?
I don't want to talk about it.
Why not? It's true, Ridge. I just don't understand why you wouldn't want to talk about it.
Look, Thorne, take it easy, will you?
Dad, I'm sorry. I just don't see what the big secret is here. Why is everyone being so hypersensitive these days?
No one is being hypersensitive.
Well, good. Then let's have it out. A month ago, everybody was so happy here. We were flying high as a company. We put out the best spring line we'd had in years. Everyone is thrilled, especially Brooke. I mean, she was even making noise about turning her stock back over to the family. And you, Ridge? You were talking about marriage, as I recall, to Brooke, not to Taylor. And now everything has turned around. We are hostage to a CEO who is bitter and angry because you got upset over an indiscretion and proposed to another woman. Well, that's fine. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, Ridge, but I am going to tell you this. Forrester Creations should not be in the middle of your big feud with Brooke, but we are. And it is costing us, Ridge. It is costing us a lot, and it's got to stop.
Bonjour, Nico. Où est la bibliothèque?
Entrez-vous.
Entree what?
Entrez-vous, mademoiselle. Get in here. So, I hope you brought a bottle of champagne.
Champagne for you?
Well, yes, your old college buddy finally made it.
You sure did.
Allow me to open this up.
Well, only if you plan on drinking the whole bottle by yourself.
So what are you saying? You're not gonna have a glass of bubbly with me?
I'm happy for you, but I really don't think you need my fiancé walking in here seeing us drinking champagne together.
Oh, that's right. We wouldn't want him to get the wrong idea, would we?
No, we wouldn't want that.
Yeah, and I bet it just drives Rich crazy, knowing you and I were buddies back in college.
Actually, we don't talk about it that much.
So, did you see my new car on the way in?
Not that red thing.
That red thing is a Ferrari.
You in a Ferrari?
What did you expect?
I don't know. I guess I just thought you were kind of the VW microbus type.
With the Grateful Dead sticker on the back?
Yeah, exactly.
Newsflash, there's been some lifestyle changes around here.
It's an understatement.
I mean, it's amazing when you look how far both of us have come. I mean, just look at this office.
Grant, you know, I really wouldn't get ahead of myself. The whole Forrester family hates you.
Except for the one that counts.
Yeah, well, even that isn't a sure thing.
Oh, it's getting there.
I hope so.
Not only for my sake, right?
So what are you suggesting, Thorne? That I make decisions about marriage, about the rest of my life, based on what's best for the company?
Ridge, Thorne, we're not going to quarrel about this.
Like it or not, Ridge, this isn't just a personal decision.
That's what Brooke would like me to believe, too.
Well, Brooke is a woman, and she's reacting as a woman.
Oh, I won't tell her you said that.
You can tell her anything you like, Ridge. The point is, you treated her badly, and she is striking back with everything that she has got. And everything that she has got includes Forrester. You have got to rise above this whole situation and stop it.
You know what you're doing, Thorne? Obviously you don't. You're playing right into her hands. This is precisely the reaction she'd like to have. Well, I, for one, am not going to give her that reaction.
Look, I have to get to a meeting. Am I going to be able to leave the two of you alone together in here?
Of course you can.
Thorne, your brother's going to make his own decision, and it should not be based on some profit and loss statement. Ridge, I know you'll do what's best. I'll see you both later.
There goes a man who spent 35 years building this company, Ridge. That's a lifetime. Sure wouldn't take a lifetime to rip it all apart.
Don, if you have to tell them anything, tell them that our margins are up 12%, and then show them the figures. Yeah, that's right. Don't say anything about Rich and me. This is a business. It's not a rumor factory. All right, thanks, Don. Hey, you on your way home?
How is it that you do that? I mean, how do you separate work so entirely from everything that's going on in your life?
Oh, it's really not easy. I just wish there was some way that I could move this all along.
I don't know what else you can do, honey. I mean, you brought Grant back into the company. You gave him a big new office, a new position.
I know, but you know, Rich isn't really taking me seriously. He thinks it's all just a big game that I'm playing. Or else he truly doesn't care.
Honey, don't go there.
Okay, but what am I supposed to do? How do I push this forward? What's my next step?
You know, you've announced your engagement, but you haven't officially acknowledged it.
No, I haven't.
I think maybe it's time you did what engaged people do.
No, I think it's time that you, as a sister to the engaged person, you do what you're supposed to do, right?
Okay, Okay, so when do you want it?
As soon as possible.
Consider it done. I am gonna throw you the biggest, flashiest engagement party the Forresters have ever seen.
Oh, just make sure that one of the Forresters sees it very clearly.
He will. When I am through with Ridge, he is definitely gonna know you are serious about marrying Grant. He's gonna do something about it, too.
You know, you don't have to pretend with me. You're talking to your old pal.
Grant, you know, I really don't care to think that my future with Ridge depends on your relationship with Brooke.
It doesn't.
Oh, you're just trying to make me feel good?
No, I'm not. I mean, he's crazy about you. Why wouldn't he be? He's getting a hell of a package here.
Oh, now you make me sound like an acquisition.
And a very attractive one, I might add. But as far as I'm concerned, you're a lot more than Ridge Forrester deserves.
Grant, I wish the two of you would just work out your differences.
Not in this lifetime, Taylor.
He might be willing to forgive and forget if you just would meet him, you know, halfway.
Oh, I did that. And he slugged me in the jaw. He burned me, Taylor. I worked like hell for this organization. You know what I got? A pink slip, courtesy of Ridge Forrester. And if he had his say, I'd never work in this industry again.
I don't think he would have gone that far.
Oh, yes, he would. Trust me. Now, I know you love him, but I'm wary of that cat.
Well, this is really all because of Brooke. You and Ridge were friends. You were best friends until she came between the two of you.
Well, it was bound to happen. It wasn't Brooke's fault.
Good. I'm glad to hear you defend her, because in spite of everything, that means that you do still love her.
Love? Love is not a word in my vocabulary anymore. Success, accomplishment, money, far more tangible.
Far less satisfying.
Not to this man.
Look, Grant, I understand that you feel you've been damaged by this. I just hope it doesn't turn you into anything less than terrific, because that's what you were.
No, I was idealistic. But now I'm pragmatic. Do you realize that 6 weeks ago, I was on the verge of becoming a household name? Like Valentino, Calvin, Forrester. And then it all just fell apart. Just like that. I never expected that. But I learned something from it. I learned never to put my faith or my future in the hands of a family that runs this company. Because I'm nothing to them, Taylor. Nothing.
Grant,
yes, it's
come on.
true. They only look out for their own, and I'm not one of them. And that means I look out for myself. And that's what Brooke has done. She's opened a door for me, and I charged right in. And I'm on the inside, Taylor. And I'm not leaving. The only way I'm ever going to get out of here is they have to carry me out. Now, I'm sure you feel the same way about you and Ridge.
Oh, I do love him, Grant.
Well, then I guess you better follow your dreams. But you better be careful. You suffered enough grief at the hands of this family, and so have I.
I've suffered enough grief from your fiancée, Brooke.
Okay, you don't like mine, I don't like yours. Maybe that's why we get along so good, huh?
I just hope you get what you want.
Oh, I will. And so will you. But if by chance we don't, we could always meet back at my place and crack this baby open.
Then that is going to be a very old, unopened bottle of champagne.
I hope so, sweetheart. I hope so.
Thorne, I've got work to do, and so do you.
You know, it would be one thing if you couldn't stand this woman, but that isn't the case, Ridge.
Why don't we just drop this?
In fact, I would say it would be very easy to make the case that you would never be happy with anyone but Brooke.
Enough, Thorne. Do you hear me?
Which
Enough.
means that the one who is playing games here isn't Brooke. It's you, Ridge. And you started it when you proposed to Taylor in the first place.
You don't know what you're talking about, Thorne, so why don't you stop before you get into trouble?
I'm already in trouble, Ridge. We are all in trouble. You are in trouble because of this feud with Brooke. So if you're going to marry Taylor, marry her. Don't give Brooke reason to hope, because that's what you're doing, Ridge. Whether or not you know it, that's what you're doing. And personally, I think you do know it. I think you're playing on it.
I've heard enough out of you, brother. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know the situation. So I want you to stay the hell out of it.
Oh, yeah, Ridge. I do know what's going on here. You're still in love with Brooke. What are you going to do about it, Ridge?